Broadus.
Good afternoon, Madam Vice Chairman, fellow senators on the Judiciary Proceedings Committee. I'm Robert Broadus. I'm from Clinton, Maryland. First, I want to say, in response to some earlier comments to Senator Schenck, there is no compromise on this issue. There is no tweaking you can do to this bill that will make it acceptable. It is poison. Some other issues were brought up about the science behind the issue. If what I was taught is correct from 7th grade, two individuals from the same species can reproduce. If you're not of the same species, you cannot reproduce. Marriage is based on that idea. This is why, as people have alluded, people don't intermarry with non-humans. But also, if you pass this bill, you will set the groundwork that one day when artificial intelligence is that advanced, we will be considering whether or not people can marry their androids. If anyone has watched Star Trek and you've seen the character Data, he was able, you laugh, but it's true. He was able to generate a tear because he could feel emotion. If you knock down marriage between a man and woman now, if you say that any two people who love each other can get married, then you set that precedent. But I want to talk about something more personal to me. I served 5 years in the military. When I joined the military, I went to the school over here in Annapolis. I was issued this book, the Bible. Now, the prevailing notion is that this would be wrong to do because government can't be involved with religious issues. God doesn't have a place in government. I say it does. Will you take that cross out of the flag? Will you take those 5-pointed stars, which represent the 5 wounds of Christ, out of the American flag? Or the blood that represents the blood of those who have fallen for the stripes? Will you take the trident, which represents Poseidon for sea power? Will you eradicate every possible symbol of religious heritage just so that you can make a secular state? Will you knock down the obelisk called the Washington Monument? I don't think so. You're creating a terrible double standard. I appreciate the fact that many ministers have come to testify today for and against the religious values, but I want to say that before the ancestors of Governor Martin O'Malley, the ancestors of Senator Rich Madaleno, the ancestors of Senator Alan Kittleman came to Africa to steal my people and bring them here, we already believed in God. Here's a sign. Here's a sign of a cross that predates your Christianity. And we worshiped it. We worship God by many names. Maybe Allah, maybe Ahura Mazda, maybe Amun Ra, maybe Maboda Maka, or Nzambi.
But your time is up. Can you just wrap up your testimony?
You are living under an idea, a false idea of Hakuna Matata, that it doesn't matter. But I say that you have forgotten your heritage, that you are more than what you have become. Those of you who believe that we should cast aside God, you must take your place in the circle of life. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Moving on to Alan Stanislavski. Once. Beg your pardon? Okay, knowing that Alan had to leave, let's just move on to Pastor David Whitney.